Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about my yearly favourites. What's not one of my yearly favourites is this. Because it keeps sliding down my chest, which is like so annoying, and yeah. So these dungarees are from Shein, and while they are cute, they're like not the best. Because one, they keep sliding down and you can't adjust the straps, and two, the material is like really thin, so it's just not very flattering set of dungarees, but that's fine. So I'm going to be starting off with skincare, and I don't have very much this year, and a lot of them are repeat favourites, so I didn't want to show you too many repeats. But my honourable mentions for repeated favourites would be my Sum 37 Miracle Rose Cleansing Stick, which is discontinued, but I absolutely love it. Lush Angels on Bare Skin, which literally gets mentioned in pretty much every favourites, and the Body Shop Camomile Eye Makeup Remover. So those three get mentioned in like literally every single favourites, and it's getting boring, so I'm going to show you some ones that I don't mention as much. One of the other honourable mentions goes to the Clarins Moisture Replenishing Lip Balm. It's kind of changed, it's got blue lotus wax instead of rose wax, but it's still just as good. It's my favourite lip balm, literally, of all time. I've gone through so many of them. So my first favourite of the year is the Cosrx AHA 7 Whitehead Power Liquid. This is one of my favourite AHAs, literally my only favourite AHA. It's so inexpensive and it works so well for my skin. I especially love it for fading out a tan. Because it's so inexpensive, I don't feel guilty using a lot of it all over my body because I tan really quickly. My next favourite is a duo, but I don't know where the cream has gone. I think I have thrown it out. I was meant to keep it, but it is the Klairs Rich Moist Soothing Serum and the Soothing Cream, which was in the empties, but I think I saved the rest of the favourites, but I think I must have thrown it out. It was actually empty, so yeah. But the Moist Soothing Cream and the Serum are absolutely beautiful for my skin. These were sent to me for review by Yesstyle, but I've mentioned them so many times afterwards, and like I'm almost out of the serum as well. If I don't like a product, I will sell it or give it away. I will not use it up. So this is definitely one of my favorites. It's just so bland. And a lot of people are going to be like, why would you love something that's bland? If my skin is irritated, if I've used something on my skin that's been irritating and I need something just to soothe it, just to make it nice, moisturized and calm again, these are literally my go-tos. The cream is a little bit thick, so I don't think it'll work so well for me in summer, which is why I haven't repurchased it yet. It's going to be a winter repurchase for next year, but they are like so reliable. Just, yeah, amazing. I took these with me on my trip to Europe as well, and they were just, yeah, absolutely gorgeous. I have another cream as well, and I don't feel guilty for mentioning it. This is the Banila Co. Miss Flower and Mr. Honey Cream. I have had mine for like maybe, oh my god, it smells so good, like 2 years, like too long to have the cream, but they discontinued it, but they just brought it back. Yay! So I am pretty sure that the formula will still be the same. This is the best occlusive cream. This is one of my favourite creams to use as the very last step of my skincare at night. I do not use it during the day because it kind of has like a Vaseline kind of feel, but it is so good at locking in all of that moisture and preventing transepidermal water loss from the skin. I think that's the right order of the words there. But it basically stops the moisture from evaporating out of your skin in like easier terms to understand. It is so good. It smells so good. It's like really fake honey, really beautiful fake honey, and oh my god, I love it. I have refrained from talking about it because when things are discontinued, it's unfair to like go on about how amazing things are because people can't get it, but you can buy it now, so I can talk about it again. I also have two favourite sunscreens. The first one is the Canmake Mermaid Skin Gel UV. This is my favourite for if my skin needs a little bit of extra moisture, a little bit of extra glow, and definitely my winter favourite for the year. It just has the most beautiful, glowy, glossy, dewy, moisturised looking finish without making my skin feel heavy. This is empty, so I cannot show you, but I'm pretty sure I have a review on it, so I'll try and link the reviews if I've done them in the past in the box down below after, where I can show you where I purchased them, if I remember to do that this time. And I absolutely adore it. I got mine from Demo, but I'm pretty sure when I was doing the review I saw them for like sale on Yesstyle, which is more convenient than Demo because Demo can sometimes be a bit of a nightmare, but I absolutely love this. Love, 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 love. The other one that I absolutely love but is more of a summertime sunscreen is the Sunkiller Perfect Strong Plus. I have tried 3 of the Sunkiller sunscreens and I did, I think, a triple review for them at the start of this year. The white one was really good for winter, but I don't think it was as good as the Canmake, which is why the Canmake is the yearly winter fave, but the Perfect Strong Plus is my fave for summer. It's like a milky kind of texture. So it's white, it's a thin liquid, but when you spread it out, it does have a lot of alcohol in it, which is why it's my favorite for summer and not winter. It becomes totally matte and totally see-through. Translucent is the word I was looking for there, but that's fine. And it dries down to a beautiful like matte finish that doesn't feel too drying. Although for me, it does feel too drying in winter, which is why it is a summer only sunscreen, but fave. Now we're going to move on to the makeup. So my favorite primer, no surprises, is the Stylenanda Back to Baby Glow Beam in the shade White. I'm pretty sure this was a fave last year, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. But this is absolutely gorgeous if you want that glossy, dewy, like really healthy, dewy looking base. It can be a little bit much, so I recommend using it in moderation, which is why you can see that I've only used a tiny amount. But it's like my go-to if I have a foundation that's too drying or too matte looking, or if my skin just feels dry and dull. This is my fave. My next fave is a cautious fave, and it is the Etude House Double Lasting Serum Foundation. I have the shade Y03, which is almost perfect. It's probably one of the closest matches in a K-beauty foundation that I have found to NARS Sheer Glow in Siberia. It's a little bit more peachy, but the formulation is so beautiful for a beautiful glowy dewy finish. It doesn't have the best coverage, it is only medium coverage, and it's not really very buildable, but my skin at the moment is not heavily scarred, so I don't need a full coverage foundation. So far I'm really loving this. You guys will see a review for this at the very end of the year, on the night before Christmas in New Zealand, the 24th, which will be the 23rd for a lot of other countries. So this is when the review for this one will be going out, but it's a probably fave. I'm feeling it. For concealers, no surprises, it is the Up Hue Moist Creamy Concealer in the shade Frozen. This one is definitely not a highlighting concealer for me, but it is a blemish concealer. It's a pretty good colour, and it is one of the only K-beauty concealers that I have found that actually works color-wise. A lot of them are way too dark, and then if I wanted something in the Western world that was really good, I'd need to go to like NARS Radiant Creamy Concealers and things like that, and they're just so expensive. This is so inexpensive and so good for what you're getting. Powder, again, no surprises if you've seen the review for this. It is the Laura Mercier Translucent Less Setting Powder. Just said less, not loose. Oh my god. This is gorgeous. It is what I'm wearing today. It doesn't interfere with your base. So if you're wearing a dewy base, it will still look dewy after you've set the foundation. If you're wearing a matte base, it'll still look matte after you've set the foundation. But my face doesn't feel sticky, and I don't have to use that much of it. My main concern with my face is that it sticks, my hair sticks to it all the time. I just have to check that there's no hair sticking to it right now, because there have been so many times where I've been editing my videos and I get so annoyed when my hair is stuck to my forehead. So like especially like around here, because this hair underneath the baby hair is really short, so it'll stick to my forehead. That annoys me so much. I hate it. But the Laura Mercier powder is really good because it's so lightweight. It's just so everything I would want in a powder. Brows, definitely the Etude House Contouring Kit. I have the shade 2, which is grey brown. I only actually use one shade out of this, and I wish I could find a good dupe for it in something that wasn't in a quad. It is the darkest grey brown there. It's just a really nice colour for my brows. I don't really care for the gel, the lighter brown, or the highlight. I just don't think that they're that good. So like I said, if I could find a colour dupe for that one colour somewhere else, I would probably move on to that, just because this is quite big, so I don't want to be taking this everywhere with me. But the colour is literally perfect. I don't have my holy grail eyeliner, but you guys have heard it so many times before. It is the Dollywink Liquid Liner in the shade Black. I've had so many of them. I don't have them at the moment because I'm trying to use up 2 really average ones, and they're still going strong, but because they're still going, there's no point in me throwing them out because there's product in them and I cannot give them away, because eye products are really not that sanitary to give away. So to avoid wasting them, I'm going to use them up and then go back to my holy grail Dollywink. I don't have a favourite mascara this year. That's just unfortunate. I do have a favourite bronzer. It is the Benefit Hoola Light Bronzer. I got this last year, so it might have been in last year's favourites, but maybe not. I have been using this all year. It is slightly more orange than what I would absolutely love. It really is just it could just be a little bit more cool toned, but I'm wearing it today. It's super subtle and it's hard to go too overboard with it, which is what I really like about it, because a lot of bronzers are made for darker skin and you have to go so light with it, like you just have to be so careful and it's so difficult. But with the Hoola Light, you can use a bit of a heavier hand, you can get your blending done really nicely, and just wish it was less orange. For blush, I think this is also one of my last year favourites, but it is the Stylenanda. What are these? Love 3CE Cheek Maker in BD005 Kind and Love. I don't think these are sold anymore, which breaks my heart because I want another one just of this colour, because this is my holy grail colour. I am wearing it today. It's super subtle. I feel like I need to put a little bit more on because I feel like a little bit ghostly, but that's fine. It's a very low-key day today. It is like the perfect pale pink colour. It goes with everything, so I don't need to think about what outfit I'm wearing before I put my makeup on, because sometimes like if I'm wearing a really orange blush, if I wear like baby pink like this, it looks funny. Like I don't like it. But it is definitely a holy grail and I love the packaging. Like, oh my god, like it just, I die. For highlight, I'm loving the Canmake Glow Flare Highlighter. This is the shade 2, which is the more subtle of the two. So it is the pink and yellow and orange one. It's just so gorgeous. It's so subtle. It gives me that like lit from within sort of glow, and it just I love it. Like I feel like I can't go wrong with this one, and I can't apply too much of it. And I'm sure I probably could if I really went into it. It's hard to apply, it's hard to over apply it, so I absolutely love this one. Last favourite is a lip product, and it may be a surprise, but it is the Skin Food Tomato Jelly Tint Lip. This is in the shade 4, which is called, I think, Milk Jelly, and it is the one that I'm wearing today. I took this all over Europe with me. It was such a easy lipstick to bring with me, even though it's not really lipstick, it's like a lip balm. It's like a tinted lip balm. This is my favourite of the year. Out of all of the lipsticks that I had, this one was the one that I could count on for literally any look, unless I was going like really full coverage maybe. And it's just so nice on the lips. There's nothing about this that I do not like. I know it's like one of the most random things to pick for a favourite, but there you go. Skin Food Tomato Jelly Tint Lip in the shade number 4. I also wanted to talk about some tools as well. So the only ones I wanted to talk about were my Zoeva brushes. Sorry, that was really loud. So I got these for Christmas last year. They were on my Christmas wish list. They are the Rose Golden collection. And the eyeshadow brushes are my particular favourites. My favourite out of the whole bunch is the 228 Luxe Crease Brush. This is so good. It makes blending eyeshadows so much easier than if you have less quality brushes. So favourite tools of the year are definitely everything from that collection. I also love the blush brush. This one you guys probably see very often. This is the 126 Luxe Cheek Finish, and they're just so good and so cute. I would love some more of the Rose Golden collection. I don't even know if they make the Rose Golden collection, but Zoeva brushes, as expensive as they are, I absolutely love them. So yeah. I didn't really include clothing favourites. This is really just makeup and skincare. Let me know if you would like to see some clothing favourites. I don't really think I have like enough to make a video out of, that's all. Maybe next year. Let me know if you'd like to see that next year. But thank you guys so much for watching this video today, and I will see you next time. Bye!